Okay, well, it's been a crazy time, and I'm halfway through my pregnancy and I can't believe it. It's crazy. Um, I've filmed some videos along the way, and so I wanted to put them together in a little montage storytelling thing. But I need to film a couple little updates in between because I didn't film everything / document everything, but I just want to kind of highlight the main points of the first little bit. So, first of all, a little background story on this pregnancy. So, before I found out I was pregnant, I had been having irregular cycles, and I had talked to my doctor about it, and he was like, well, what we're really wanting to know is if you're ovulating or not. And so he checked my progesterone levels and a few other levels. I can't remember at what point in my cycle, but it was the point that you usually check that. And he checked it and called me a few days later and said, you didn't ovulate this month. And I was like, okay. So I was like a little bummed because I was like, dang it, I really want to be pregnant. But I was like, okay. And he was like, but we're going to get you like on some fertility medication. Clomid was what he was going to put me on, to make my body ovulate. So I was like super pumped, and I was super grateful that he was willing to do something. And little did I know, apparently I did ovulate, and that's how this all began. I just needed to document this because I'm shook right now. I was feeling like a couple of symptoms that I've had before when I've been pregnant, and so I was like, called Matt from work today and was like, just go get a pregnancy test because I feel like I just need to take it to make sure I'm not. Just took a pregnancy test, and it says I'm pregnant. I'm literally so shook. I don't even know. Like, definitely says pregnant. I like feel like it's not real, even though I really want it to be, obviously. So I'm freaking out. And unfortunately, it's after the doctor's office already closed, so I can't call my doctor to have him call in the progesterone that he was planning on giving me, or to talk to him about anything. So I'm just gonna have to wait till tomorrow, but I'm shook. I like feel like it's not real, and I hope it is, but I don't know. I'm so scared. It makes me happy, but I'm really, really scared. I just want that happy, like, I'm pregnant feeling, but I don't know if I'll ever have that again. It's just hard. I just keep looking at it because I cannot believe it. Oh my gosh. This isn't real. I like feel like maybe it malfunctioned and was supposed to say not pregnant. Like, I really have no clue. Oh, I'm so nervous. Oh, I just hope. So bad. I hope. I hope. I'm just nervous. Now I guess I call the doctor in the morning. I'm gonna be like, what the heck? I'm so confused what happened with my body. And then I guess they'll start monitoring my levels, and I guess we'll just pray that everything works out this time. I'm so scared. I just wanted to film a quick little pregnancy update. So yes, I'm actually pregnant. Yippee! After my pregnancy, my positive pregnancy test, I went to the doctor, and they checked my HCG levels one day, and then 2 days later I went back and they checked them again, and they had practically tripled, which is super happy. They're supposed to double every 48 hours, so I was super, super excited about that. So they called in some progesterone suppositories for me, and I started taking those. Fun stuff. Last week was Thanksgiving, and I got hit with the morning sickness that's not really morning sickness, it's actually all day sickness. I just have been feeling so nauseous, and everything makes me want to throw up, so that's fun. But we had our first ultrasound yesterday. The doctor had us come in around 6 weeks. Based on my last cycle, I was supposed to be like 6 weeks, 3 days pregnant, but then when they did the ultrasound, they said I was at 6 weeks. So that's good. I was super happy that the baby is developing. There was a heartbeat and was so happy. It was so cute. Oh my gosh, the baby's just so tiny. It's like a little bean, and then every time its heart beats, it's like the whole body. It's just so cute. I just love it. It was really, really happy, and yeah, everything was looking good. We even got to hear the baby's heartbeat, and it was very faint because it's just like so tiny, but you could definitely hear it, and it was so happy. So I'm really excited. I'm excited for it to continue to grow, and then next time we get to see it, I'm excited for that too. So yeah, for right now, I guess we'll just keep hoping and praying that everything continues to go smoothly. I did talk to the nurse yesterday about my sickness, and so they called in a prescription for me. When I went to pick up the prescription, they said, this can make you really drowsy, and I was like, okay. They're like, kind of like if you take Benadryl. So last night I took it, and I literally fell asleep at like 6:30 and slept and slept and slept and slept all night. So that was kind of interesting. So I was really hesitant to take it this morning, but I was feeling so sick, so I took it, and it really helped. So I'm gonna try and stay consistent on it, and hopefully it will continue to help, because this does not feel good at all. Oh, so sick. But yeah, everything's going good. Our next appointment is December 28th, and that will be about 10 weeks, or almost 11, I think, at that point. So that's super exciting. I'm just so excited, and the baby is so cute, and I love it. Yay! Okay, flashback to week 9 of pregnancy. I had been feeling good and wasn't really concerned about anything. And then one morning, well, yeah, in the middle of the night, I woke up with really bad pain in my stomach and / like, yeah, abdomen area. And I was super scared, and I woke Matt up. It was like 2 in the morning, and I was just in a lot of pain, and he was trying to help me, but I was like, oh, is this a miscarriage? Like, I don't know what's going on, and it was just hurting so bad. So I tried everything I could think of. I felt super nauseous, which I had been feeling nauseous, but I was like, maybe I need to eat something, so I ate something. I took some medicine, like some pain medicine. I got in the bath. I called my mom in the middle of the night because I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? This is like so painful. And we didn't know what was going on. And it was really freaking me out because I didn't know why I was feeling this way, and it was just hurting so bad. And so finally, I was like, I just need to go to the ER. Like, I just need to know if the baby's okay, first of all, and second of all, what is going on with my body. And so we hurried and, like, you know, went to the ER, and I was like throwing up, and we got there, and yeah, I was just throwing up a lot, and they were like taking my blood to do some tests and just a bunch of different stuff. They gave me some pain medicine, and they did a bunch of ultrasounds, and yeah, there was just a lot of different things they did. This was like from 3-ish in the morning until like, I think 9 in the morning was when we actually left the hospital. So it was a long while, but they just gave me pain medicine. They gave me, what was the other thing they gave me? I cannot remember, but they gave me something else too. Did a bunch of tests, and everything was looking normal. The baby was looking okay, which was really happy. I was glad about that. But I was just like, what the heck is going on with my body? And they were like, you have low potassium. So they had me take this ginormous potassium pill, which that was a miracle I could even get that down. And then pretty much like the final consensus, is that the right word, is they just were like, we really, like, we don't know exactly what's causing your pain, but it's like seems to be under control now. We know it's not something that's life-threatening, so you shouldn't be worried about that. We know the baby's okay. they were like, you might have a UTI. It looked like something in my urine sample that they did was off, and so they were like, it looks like you might have a UTI, but we don't really know for sure what's going on. And so they were like, so you're good to go home. So I was like, okay, well, I really hope I don't get any sicker. But then I was fine after that. So that was scary, but thankfully everything was okay. Okay, so about a week after the ER experience, we decided to tell our family that we were pregnant. We wanted to tell them at Christmas, and it was actually like, felt like it was like a year in the making, because when we got pregnant the first time, what we were originally planning on doing was telling our families at Christmas, and then we had the miscarriage and everything. So we were really excited that we were able to tell them at Christmas. I was about 10 weeks along, and some people are like, oh, that's so early, but honestly, I was like, well, if I have a miscarriage or anything goes wrong, I'm gonna tell my family anyways, and Matt's family. So like, I might as well share the happy news too, you know, like I've never gotten to do that. And so we decided to tell them. So what we did was we had a little gift wrapped that had a baby item. So like for my family, it was a pacifier, and then Matt's family, it was some little baby shoes, and then also the ultrasound picture in it. And we just had them open it, and we got a little video of Matt's family when they found out. So I'll put that right here.
Oh my gosh! No! Really? Yeah. Oh my gosh! These adorable little baby shoes.
I was so confused.
I could honestly watch that video every day of my life, and it just makes me so happy. So as you can see, that was a very fun experience telling our family. And we told close friends that day too, just friends that we were like, they've been there all through the whole thing. And so that was really special, and everybody was just so sweet and kind and happy for us, which warmed my little heart. So next we had our second appointment, and that was exciting. We got to see the baby again, and the baby had grown so much, and it was really happy. And the doctor told us that we could get this test done to find out the gender early. It's also a test that they do to look for chromosomal abnormalities, but he said a lot of people just get it done so they can find out the gender early. And it's just a blood test. So we decided to do it. At first we weren't going to do it because we didn't think it was like covered by insurance or anything like that. And we were like, we don't really need to pay like to find out early, but it was covered by our insurance. And so we were like, okay, might as well. And so we decided to do that. So I just went and got my blood drawn, and then they send the blood to this lab in a different state, and then they are actually able to separate the baby's DNA from the mom's DNA, and then they can find out the gender, which is super cool and really interesting. So that was an eventful time getting my blood drawn. I threw up a lot while they were doing it, so that's another story, but that was funny. And anyways, then we got our result for the gender, and so the nurses put it in an envelope at the doctor's office, and we went and picked it up, and then me and Matt got to open it together.
So scared. This envelope contains the gender of our baby. And I'm so literally terrified. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. I'm so scared. I'm scared to know. Oh, we should say what we both think it is.
I guess we both know what we think.
We both think that it's a girl.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think it's a girl, but I don't want to be disappointed. I'm not going to be disappointed. I'm going to be happy no matter what. I'll go like this, and I'm going to cover it with this, and we'll read down at the same time, okay?
Like a mission.
Okay. Screen result was negative. It's a girl! I'm crying because I'm so happy. Literally so excited. Oh my gosh.
Flashback to our 15-week appointment, we got to hear the baby's heartbeat. We didn't get an ultrasound, but we just got to hear the baby's heartbeat, and that was super happy. And I had Matt film it because I just wanted to be able to listen to it whenever I wanted. So from about week 15 to probably week 18 was pretty rough for me mentally, just because I was at the point where I wasn't feeling sick all the time anymore, but I also wasn't able to feel her move yet. And that was really hard because being sick in a way was comforting for me, just because that like reassured me that everything was okay and that she was still there and was doing okay to some degree. But then not feeling sick and not being able to feel her move, it was just like torture, because I was like, oh my goodness, I don't know if she's okay. And so that was rough. But then at about 19 weeks, I started to feel her kick. Yeah, 18 weeks. I started to feel her kick, and it was so happy. And I think I might have felt her earlier than that, but I didn't know really what it felt like. There was a couple times where I felt something and I was like, wait, was that it? But I didn't know. But then for sure, 18 and a half weeks, I was like, yes, this is for sure her kicking. And that was really happy. And then around 19 weeks, Matt got to feel her kicking, which is just really happy, and I just love that.